welcome back to my channel. Today's gonna be a lot of fun because I am creating a very fun but very wearable and artistic Little Mermaid inspired look. Today's look is super kid-friendly, super fun. In fact, I am wearing it to a child's birthday party, which is, Disney themed. So I thought what better way to show up as a Disney character. Being that my hair is already bright red, I decided to sort of Disney bound, as they call it, as the Little Mermaid. And I do have many Disney themed videos already up on my channel, but not so many modern, not so many wearable. And I think it's kind of fun to take something that's inspirational and do twists anywhere from super dramatic to super wearable, because a lot of people love fantasy, fiction, and art. So today's look will be inspired by Little Mermaid. I know she's not everybody's little favorite, Disney princess, because a lot of people like the empowerment characters. And I guess the silver lining in this particular Disney character, at least for me, because I think when I was a kid, I really enjoyed her, maybe because she was created in the 80s. But I guess I didn't really read into it because no Disney character had really been created like Frozen's Elsa or Anna before, Not until, there was Pocahontas and there was Little Mermaid, but, they are far and few in between. And I've always loved Disney creations, and especially because a lot of them do teach us to dream. And for me, Little Mermaid is a dreamer, she's a wisher, and then she believes in making her dreams come true. She always wanted to be human and was enthralled by human things, wanted legs, wanted to be where the people were, and it just so happened that she met her Prince Charming and was willing to give up something super ultimate, her ultimate talent, to get what she wanted. Luckily for her, she got her talent back, and her dad finally gave her her blessing and she got everything she wanted plus a prince. So there's many ways to look at this story. There's also the fact that they really had to fairy tale-ize, the Little Mermaid, because in the original book she actually turns into sea foam. So, that's not exactly Disney's message. So I really do like that they gave her a happy ending, and I think that's what dreaming is all about, a happy ending. And also just to encourage people that we all dream a little differently, and if your dream isn't the most modern, it's okay. Just dream, and one day maybe your wishes will come true. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching this one, and I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. So for today's look, I'm going to go ahead and get started with the BareMinerals 5-in-1 eyeshadow. So I'm going to be taking this in Luminous Pearl, and we're just going to put it all over the eyelids and up to the brow bone. But you really don't need that much of this. So I'm going to start right there. And I already have my eye cream on. I don't necessarily know why a lot of people say to skip skincare or eye cream before putting on eye makeup. It doesn't make my eyelids like too buttery or anything. But there's very many different eye creams on the market. You can always put eye cream around here to help aid, the anti-aging zone. So for today's look, I'm going to be taking the Dose of Colors Ice Cream palette. There's a million gorgeous shades in here, and some of the colors are also pretty pastel-y, which I know seems to be a sort of a springtime trend, especially with the other palette, the Kat Von D palette. So super excited to be taking some of these, and I love that it has basics and transition shades, but also some really fun brights. I thought it would be fun today to take this little goodie. So I'm going to start off here with Berries and Cream and my little Dime Tools 785 brush, and we're going to start by blending that out all over the brow bone. And into the crease as well. So next I'm going to go ahead now and dip into Cone. I'm going to create a fun little transition with this really warm, really nice color. I'm going to start with little rotation motions and start building that up.
With that color, we're going to be using the 785 to just build from the outer corner of the eye towards the bridge of the nose. In the outer corner, you'll be taking the majority of the pigment for definition and blending it towards the bridge of the nose into nothingness. And then taking berries and cream and just cleaning up the crease so it looks like a wonderful, perfect shadow with no hard lines.
Now taking sherbet. Is it sherbet or sherbet? I don't know. So I'm just going to go ahead and place that over the eyelid.
Now if you want more color payoff, take a paddle brush. We just want to loosely feather this on because we'll be adding more wonderful, very decadent, highly pigmented colors to this look. But sherbet is really beautiful and has a fun gold pearly effect.
Now taking Hot Fudge, which is a really dark, dark crease or outer corner shade, and we're just going to pop that in the outer corner of the eye.
So just feathering this slightly over the outer corner of the eye and into the very deep socket of the crease or just the lower portion of the crease. You don't want this to overlap cone because it's going to go Hot Fudge, cone, and then berries and cream, and then the eyebrow. So you want it to be soft.
So for underneath the eyes, I'm going to be taking the Butter London. This is the London Blackjack color. I'm just really getting a good smudge on there. And now for the lower lash line, I'm going to go ahead and dive into Banana Split first. And we're just going to go ahead and put that in the inner tear duct area, right where there is no black eyeliner, and just kind of shape that up. And then I'm going to go ahead and take Mint Chip, and I'm going to put that in the area where there is black, and it'll become sort of like a green black. And now for today's canvas, I've already done my skincare, I've already done the BareMinerals Brightening Prime Time, and then for my actual skin, my actual canvas, I'm wearing the BareMinerals Complexion Rescue in Opal and a little touch of Buxom Show Some Skin Foundation in Fair Game. Because this is neutral, I like to add a kick of this just to pink it up a little bit. And then to clean up some of the, anything that has fallen down, get that angle nice and sharp, and just get the eye under area nice and clean and precise, is the Kat Von D Concealer Light 18. It's a bit of a neutral. So I'm going to be taking this Face Kabuki actually, as opposed to using like a hard edged stick. But I still want that fluidity with the eyeshadow, because we used an angle brush, not a pencil brush, and I just don't like seeing like a harsh line of pencil underneath the eye. Now to finish off the eyes, because the eyes are not finished yet, I'm going to be taking my Kat Von D Tattoo Liner in Trooper, and we're just going to draw a tiny flick, like in the eyeshadow arena. Can you see that flick? Bare Essentials Lash Domination Mascara. Now taking the BareMinerals Lash Domination Volumizing Mascara. This is the Petite Volumizing brush. I'm actually going to be using this brush just to sort of detail the lash, because it really is way too tiny to do anything extravagant to mine. But it's really good to just kind of get in there with a really tiny brush and just kind of... Now taking the BareMinerals Well Rested kind of, face sculptor under eye brightening powder, and then the e.l.f., little duo fiber brush. I'm just gonna kind of whisk that on underneath the eyes for a final cleanup before the setting powder. I'm now gonna be taking the Hydrating Veil, which is made of rice, bran, and water. And so it'll set the face so it stays intact, in place, but more importantly that it doesn't dry out the face. Now before I zoom you out for the face, because we will, I just wanted to see the eyes up close because I've had a few people write and say that they can't see it clear, but I'm going to do the brows, and this is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Definer in Auburn. And we're just going to go ahead and sort of outline the brow, because we don't have a lot of brow, but we really want, you know, a good brow to frame the eye. Put a lot of work into it. So we're just going to go ahead and take little feathery strokes, not using the whole front, you know, blade of that. I want to use just a tip. So I'm turning it on its tip, which will allow me to draw in quite quickly, since this is sort of a flatter, fatter tip, but also so it's very precise. So to polish off those really fun auburn brows, I'm just going to take the spoolie end and then just comb through the brows. The more upwards they go, the more youthful they can look. The trend nowadays is not something overly tidy, but I do like to also use the spoolie because I like to comb through some of the product too. I don't need it to be this like saturated and rich. I need the coloring in, if you will, because my eyebrows are so light and ashy. And now for the highlighter, we're going to be taking Pure Radiance by BareMinerals, and we're going to go ahead and highlight the face using the e.l.f. Duo Fibery brush. And just creating a gorgeous radiant sheen. Taking a little sun now, we're going to create a little sun, and this is fairly pigmented, not as bad as Warmth. Warmth is like, oh my god, really? But this is a little bit more subdued in a nice way. And adding no extra pigment, just move like an airbrush, a hair amount, across the nose just to warm up the center of the complexion. Adding Luminous Flush, which is a fun sort of wash of corally pink, to the cheek. These oxidize, so start with a lightweight amount and go from there. That's already a little bit brighter than the other cheek, just to equal them out. For the lips, I'm going to be taking the Buxom Plump Line Lip Liner in the shade Dolly Danger. So this is a plumping lip liner. So I'm going to start off with Dolly Danger, and I already have like an extreme nude just because it's kind of like a mauve. You have a brush tip applicator on one side that you can use to smooth out the plumping application, and then you have this little guy. I'm sorry, I keep looking off to the side because I'm looking from where I put my mirror. Where did I put my mirror? Oh, there it is. There it is. Problem solved. So I'm going to start off by outlining the lips with Dolly Danger. Very creamy. I enjoy Buxom because I really feel like it fills out some of the holes in BareMinerals, and likewise some of the holes in Buxom as well. So if there's not like a great foundation formulation or color for you in either Oraline or always its sister line, and the next color I'm going to be taking is Party Pink, and this dries down or oxidizes down to like a very brilliant orchid. I chose Dolly Danger because it's both plumping and fairly universal in tone, but it's dark enough where you can wear it with darks. So that's why I picked it out. and I needed like a new creamier lip liner. But yeah, so that is my Disney Bounding for Little Mermaid. Very soft, sweet, and wearable. Very much like my very, you know, my fun, you know, sort of Snow White look I recently just kind of updated. And I think I already have like a pretty fun, crazy, racy, you know, Little Mermaid out there with glitter. So I like this one because, you know, orchid top, orchid lips, and then green eyes, but also still very, you know, natural. And I like how it kind of takes elements from the 80s with all the colors kind of pulling since she was made in the 80s. And yeah, so I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching this one. Bye bye.